Welcome, library friends, to our virtual programming. Today I'm going to be bringing you an upcycle program using, these are wood biscuits. Wood biscuits. There's actually wood biscuits. They use these for construction. I stole them actually from my husband who works in construction. I thought this might be a cool project. Maybe we can make some earrings out of them. They come in this container. I think there's 100 in here. 100 pieces for like $5 or $6 at Home Depot. So I mean, it's a good little project, and I believe they come in different shapes. So today we're going to be using kind of like an oval elongated shape, but I thought it would be a cool project to use to make earrings. Now, as you can see, I'm going to show you different ways that you can use it. My samples here are, I made one with leather and beads. That's this sample that's right here. I had some little scraps of leather. And then in this sample that's right here, I actually painted them. So today we're going to be actually using permanent markers. So I have a couple that I had made earlier, but we're just going to go ahead and use permanent markers today. And you can use any kind of findings that you may have. Ear hooks. I had a couple of different kinds in my little jewelry collection. So I mean, you can use any kind of ear hooks, extra beads. A lot of times if you have old bracelets or necklaces that you're not using anymore, you can just cut them up and just reuse those beads. I do that all the time, and it's just so much easier. Or you can just buy them at any craft store, even Walmart. So today we have these little pieces, and let's see. So the little pieces come out, they have like a little texture to them. Now you can use that to your advantage and maybe do like a little pineapple, kind of like almost looks like a little pineapple texture to that. But since we're going to be drawing on them with the markers, I wanted to kind of make it flatter. So I just got some sandpaper and we just sanded them down. And you can just sand down until it gets to a surface where it's nice and smooth. So I have one that's already sanded down. So it still has like a little bit of texture if you look at the actual design, but it's actually soft to the touch. So I'm going to start by doing a background on it, just so that way if I'm going to be doing any painting or on the surface, I want it to have a little bit of a stain on there. I'm just going to put a little dot of paint on there, and then I'm going to smooth it out with a sponge. Already kind of done it on the other side too. You can use any color you want, and acrylic paints are really inexpensive. I mean, these little bottles are probably under $1. All right, move this to the side. So now we have our two. So you were probably wondering, how did I get those holes in there? So actually what I did was I got a piece of wood, just a regular piece of wood, and I got a nail and a hammer, and I just kind of like just pounded it until I got my holes. That's probably the easiest way to work. Let's move this to the side. Now let's see. I'm going to be working with markers. These are kind of cool markers because they have one side is thick and one side is thin. Of course, I'm not going to use the thick side, but we can go ahead and start with our own design. So let's see. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with some lines in there. This is very relaxing if you like to do like little projects like this. It's a time for us to enjoy either doing it by ourselves or kind of getting together with family and doing a little project. I know it's quite popular with my girls and my family. We do like weekly projects on our favorite platform, Zoom. And it's just a fun time for us to reflect on what's going on right now. And, you know, I think we all need that little outlet. Now I'm going to take this all the way to the end so that way it goes all the way to the end on each side. Because this is kind of a little bit of a thick wood, so normally, you know, you could just do a hook from an earring on there, but since this is a little bit thick, what we're gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to put a little ring on there so we can actually attach the earring to it. Right in there. Here we go. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach it to an earring, only because it's going to be a little bit easier to work with. And then I have a little trick if you wanted to just kind of give it a little bit of a pizzazz. We're going to take, let's see, fingernail polish. So if you're going to use fingernail polish as like a glaze over it, check out your fingernail polishes. You probably want something that has a little bit of luminescence, so it's kind of clear, as opposed to something that has that's matte, and then you won't be able to see your design through it. So it kind of gives us like a little bit of a sheer color here. So it's kind of like what I did on these ones that I did over here. You can kind of see it has a little bit of like a sheen to it. But you know, this is, like I said, this is just one design. We also did some other designs where we used I used paint and I used leather and then beading for those. And then here's another one where we actually painted them. So this gives us some options here to work with. This is my project for today. And I want to thank all of you for coming to our virtual programming platform of the Chula Vista Library. I want to welcome you I want to thank you for allowing me to come to your living room and bring you these fun programs, upcycling programs that you can do with your family for teens and adults. This is a great program, a lot of fun. Check our platforms out, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because we have a lot of things going on this month, especially with our summer reading program. Get those badges, Signing off, Ms Darlene. Thank you for joining us. If you like this video, Please like and subscribe. We upload videos regularly. Join us on our other platforms of social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.